I'll go back and I'll change it later. I don't know. I'm not even gonna do the old. Should I do the old school? Prepare yourself, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Media's Live. That's right. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah. You know what? I might just go old school with it. I'm not gonna call it a rundown. Why is it that I want to go old school with it? Because back on the channel again, the queen of the channel herself, Amy Newman. There she is in high definition. Hey. Hey, Aim.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. I wasn't sure if you were rehearsing or we were live.
Oh no, I'm throwing. We're totally in the fire now. That's why you were.
I'm like staring blankly at the camera, like.
I was wondering. I'm like, why is she looking at me like that? Is there something green on me? Did I do something? I'm already hitting the microphone. I was like, oh no, she doesn't know. I was. This is it. This is actually happening.
You really, you like snuck it. I feel like it's those podcasts where it's like, oh, is this the conversation? You
like, oh yeah, I start.
You little Mark Maron,
I start giving my my hot takes on why Billy D. Williams from Star Wars was an a-hole or something like that, and like saying something real crazy, making all the nerds heads explode.
I was about to drop all my controversial opinions.
Right, exactly. Getting all controversial with it. Darth Vader was right, and nerds are going crazy. But no, guys, it's Friday. This is technically the rundown. I'm gonna say this is Talking Through the Media's Live. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna change the thumbnail. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But we're back with Amy Newman, and she said, you know what, Chris. You know what? It's fine. I guess I can come back. Amy has found out that she just does not like talking to me anymore, man. I don't know what I did. Whatever I did, Amy, I humble myself before you and I beg your forgiveness, man. But
I'll consider forgiving you.
Oh, good. That's good. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. But no, we're just gonna talk about a few things. This is gonna like I normally do, guys, on the Thursday show. We chop the show into 3 acts, is what I call them. Act 1, we talk about entertainment news and trending topics. Act 2, we do reviews and reactions. Act 3, we do an official rundown of certain things. But we're only going to go through the first part of it. Amy and I were going to just talk about 2 major topics that I thought were pretty interesting that was happening this week, and I'll just get right into it. I mean, I know Amy, I think yesterday you said you got some opinions. And I do as well. So I can't wait to get started on this. I didn't send show notes. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus or anything like that. And like, what's the first? Like that's now Joy's job now. I do that to Joy now. I don't like to read. I can read, but I stammer sometimes. I get nervous. And Amy would just like professional voice, trained actors and just.
But
go
I
through
have forgotten. It's been so long. So thank
you. Do you remember the old show opening, the cold open?
I probably couldn't do it.
I was trying to see if I could throw you under the bus with that. Don't worry about it. Welcome to Talking Through the Medias.
Welcome to Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I think that was about it.
Woo! There you go. I'm your host, Amy Newman.
I'm your host.
And joining me with a fresh cup of coffee today. We're both drinking some coffee today. Joining me today is, what would you say? You would always throw me off.
I would try to throw a different adjective in.
Yeah.
And about 6 weeks in, ran out of adjectives.
Yeah, you'd be like the wonderful or the
like dictionary.com. Like,
yeah, the very conceited Chris Fagan or something like that. That's why you would throw something at me, and I would blush, and then I would stammer for the rest of the show.
You didn't know what conceited meant, apparently.
Yeah, I'd be like, do the eyebrow thing, Stop, don't love me like you do, but. Just 2 topics we're going to get into for the entertainment or the trending portion of the show. And starting up, why am I holding this piece of paper as if that's where my show notes are? It's not where they are. I'll just wing it. I don't have my notes in front of me. So this week, there was some news in the about Hogwarts. There's the new Hogwarts video game. And I know, Amy, you are a huge gamer. What video games are you constantly playing all the time, right?
Stardew Valley and End of List.
Right, exactly. Like I said, gamer. And so the news of, let me see if I can pull it up here. If my computer wants to act right today, because it has been acting so bad. So the news about the new game Hogwarts Legacy, and it's been trending lately that people do not want you to support this game because in the end, any dollar that goes to it's anything related to Harry Potter or the books or the series is going to go to was it J.K. Rowling's? Am I saying it right? J.K. I'm always want to say R.K. Rowling's, but it's J.K. right?
Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
What is your take on this whole movement of not supporting this game?
Yeah. Well, I think these are always really kind of complex, personal, nuanced conversations, which is something the internet loves to have. So
Right.
This is going to go great.
Right.
I mean, I think anyone who knows me, I don't think I have to preface this too much. I'm not a fan of J.K. Rowling. I'm not a fan of a lot of her views. Trans rights are human rights. Trans women are women. Let's just get that
out of the way.
out of
Exactly.
the way right now. But all that to say, I think if we're not having that conversation, which I really don't feel like having, it's because it shouldn't be a conversation. These like art from the artist conversations, I think they get sticky because people want there to be a blanket answer, right? Like you're a good person if you don't support her. You're a bad person if you buy this game. And I don't know if it's that cut and dry,
Exactly.
right? Like I think it's a really personal decision. Like I have my own sort of guidelines on personally, okay, I'm going to full disclosure, I have my universal pass. I'm aware she probably gets some tiny minuscule cut of that. She has already made like $1 billion. Life is short and hard. And if I can like go to Springfield and like ride the Mario Kart ride, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Personally, I have my own, like, I will read the books and watch the movies I already own. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, or I was a really big Harry Potter fan. And so, like, that's still a thing that brings me a lot of comfort and a lot of happiness. But I try to avoid buying, like, official licensed Harry Potter merch. I try to avoid, like, going to the new movies, which wasn't hard because they weren't good.
Right.
I'm not going to buy this game as cool as it looks. That's kind of my guidelines, my personal boundaries on this stuff. I read an article where they were talking to a fan who's trans, who's like, life is short and life is hard. And this game will bring me a lot of joy. I'm going to purchase it and I'm going to donate an equal amount to the Trevor Project.
Exactly.
I think when these get messy is when it becomes this whole like rallying cry of like, no one should buy this game. If you buy this game, you are a bigot. Obviously, I'm also speaking as like a, cis heterosexual woman. And, if someone who is in the LGBT community, and especially if someone who is trans has different views, I totally hear and respect that as well. But for me, I think the blanket, no one should buy this, also just clearly isn't working.
Yeah.
Because the pre-sale for this game, my understanding has been incredible.
It's been through the roof. Exactly.
Yeah, the reviews for this game have been incredible. Like people do still have so much love for this franchise.
Right.
And at the end of the day, coming through with like the best Harry Potter game, period, full stop, ever is now out.
Right.
You have so many diehard fans of this community that it gets hard to tell people what they can and can't do. And I think opens a whole can of worms of like, how many products do I buy in a day that support some shitty CEO?
I literally was saying the same thing earlier, but
how many things do we buy in a day that are made under awful labor conditions? There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Like at the end of the day, everything's going to something I don't agree with. So
exactly,
it makes it hard to step in and go, this is the hill you have to die on.
Right. Yeah. Right out. Yeah. Well, like we were joking earlier that we were sharing the same brain.
In which case, like, again, I'm making my choice because I am like, no, we live in a capitalist society. My money is one of the few, like, powerful things I have. Not that I have a lot of it.
Yeah.
but like where I choose to spend my money does have some sway.
Right.
So for me, it's like, no, I don't need like a branded, I first of all, I have enough Harry Potter merch from when like we didn't know how shitty she was. And also I don't need that. That's something in the same way. It's like, there's enough chicken restaurants. I don't need to go to Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Does that mean that Burger King is doing great work? Probably not. But again, it comes down to just such a personal choice, and it's also nuanced and weird and sticky, and so it's hard. It's a hard, and I think it just comes down to a really personal question of like, where do you feel
exactly? If it's your personal choice, and I understand the people who are online saying that I feel like every dollar that goes into this game, it feels like it's just going into the machine of that person's bigoted comments and stuff like that. I understand if and in a lot of ways it's a little bit true, but it's a different scenario from like, for example, with Kanye West, with his words and with and then him being so arrogant about feeling like nothing bad was going to happen to him because of it, and daring that Adidas would do something about it. It's a different setup because she, from what I understand, owns like the majority of, like she's going to retain the rights to her product, even if Warner Brothers or whoever, or the game manufacturers or anything like that were to say, we're taking a hit on this, maybe the sales are down or in the future, and we don't want to be in the business of not just Harry Potter, just with her directly anymore. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be another network or another studio. I mean, that's gonna take it up. I mean, it's a different situation. So I just try to remove her from my mind out of it, because I try to think about all the developers of the game that are working on it. The voice actors, the directors, the visual arts team. I think of those guys, and it sucks when on a lot of these shows there's maybe there's an actor, like just recently on Wednesday there was one of the actors who was getting into some hot water, and we said on this show before on a previous episode of the Rundown that what do you think is going to happen when the young lady who plays Wednesday, her name is skipping me, Jenna Ortega, when she's sitting down for an interview, maybe she's talking about another project that isn't even related to Wednesday. What's the first thing that interviewer is going to bring up? The scandal, the hot topic. And is it fair? No, it's not. So I'm just trying to remove Rollins out of my mind, but lately
it does create a hard, because she's so tight. It's not like
she's so tied into it. Yeah.
There's one actor in this thing I don't like. There's one game developer who was accused of something shitty.
Right.
She is the person behind this. She doesn't even have, as far as I know, I don't think she really was involved with much with this game. Right. But it's still her creation.
It's still hers. It's not like George Lucas when he sold Lucasfilms to Disney for no, she's still she's still there. That the every time they want to do anything, they have to, she has to be paid for it, compensated for it. She has to approve the rights for it to be. I mean, she's very heavily involved in a lot. So I understand a lot of people's frustration because she is saying those things, and more recently, when I was looking up. Doing the story, looking up the news on this topic, I came upon something else that was unfortunately just making this story just continue on. Let me see if I can pull it up here. She is now, everyone on the internet is giving their opinion on it, like whether you're for it or against the game, if you want to boycott the game because you don't want her to compensate from the thing that she created. I understand that. And JK herself should also understand that. But now she's starting to respond to some of her hecklers.
JK Rowling not able to keep her dumb mouth shut?
Yeah. Oh.
That's out of character.
That's out of character.
Joanne loves staying in her lane.
Right. So it's now this tweet that came out. I have the page pulled up, but let me go to the actual page where this is. Let me see if I can find the actual the actual page. As I had it up for a second. Here it is. Let's go to the website. It was thepinknews.com. That's the
We should have
website.
known when she was like, wizards shit themselves and then magic it away. It's like, oh, it's not going to get better.
Right. Well, let me see if I can go full screen here. No, my laptop is acting up again. I think that's that's going to be a small screen. I wanted to have the full screen up, but it won't work. It'll take too long. So I'll try to read it. So a tweet that came out from is it Jesse Earl? I will not begrudge anyone their love of past works or the thing that they've already owned. That, like, just like you were saying, Amy, that we've watched the movie. Some of us have bought the books.
But she doesn't get a damn dime off of that.
The thing that they've already owned that they take comfort in. I own the first 9 movies and all 7 books myself, but any support of something like Hogwarts Legacy is harmful. And that's a tweet from a Jesse Earl. And that's one of many tweets, similar tweets just like that. But why, JK? Here she like she had to just throw her 2 cents in. This is going to make it better.
Taken her $1 billion and fucked off to her castle
and just shut up. She just why
shut up.
Just listen. That's deeply disappointed.
We all could have just had our butterbeer and been like, everything is fine.
Right. Like the money, like having all the money in the world isn't enough. You also gotta, but like just I don't. What she said, deeply disappointed. I can go full screen on this. Let me read this tweet because this is too small for me to. I got my glasses on, but I can't see a damn thing. There we go. Let me go full screen on this tweet. Deeply disappointed. Jesse Gender doesn't realize Pure Think is incompatible with owning anything connected with me in any form. The truly righteous wouldn't just burn their books and movies, but the local library, anything with an owl on it and their own pet dogs. She said more than this, but I only have this part of the tweet. But the point is, why are you even responding to people at all?
Look, you're allowed to have your awful transphobic takes, and I'm allowed to say, cool, I'm gonna try to avoid purchasing the things you make. We all like, and again, I think that's what it comes down to. And I do think there is, as much as I support, the trans community, and I absolutely support people going, hey, I wouldn't buy this. It does just become like, look, it's personal. It's just a matter of my personal decision. And my personal decision is I'm not going to buy it. And she can shut the hell up because that's my right to say what I want, just like she's allowed to say what she wants, even though she could, as I said, just have had her $1 billion and
I think there was
gone away forever and not been like, no, there was a Jew at Hogwarts. It's chill. It's chill.
And it's a fine line. I understand that some people feel like for example, like I understood when people like LeBron James would talk about political things, and then somebody on Fox would be like, why don't you just shut up and dribble? I would get online and say stuff like that. Just because he's a millionaire or a billionaire or successful and stuff, you don't, your right to have an opinion and a voice does not go away just because you become successful.
No.
But
look, if I had a platform, I'd like to think I would use it to say what I believe in.
Yeah.
And if people don't like me for that, like I was saying earlier, it's like, look, I'm going to say what I want. If you don't agree with me, you don't have to watch this channel. You don't have to follow me on social media.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. Yeah. I don't follow people I disagree with. I don't go out of my way to harass them necessarily, unless, I don't harass them. But it's like, I may try to undo if I feel they're doing damage. But ultimately, especially if it's like this entertainer or this artist or this writer or whatever is saying stuff I don't believe in, and using their platform to do what I feel is harmful, then I just don't support them.
I agree.
Look, I think she's an idiot. I think she's wrong.
Yeah.
She can say whatever she wants. Do I feel she's tarnished what should have just been a very straightforward, great legacy? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's her right to do it.
it's just coming from a place of, like, I was comparing her to like the Kanye situation. Hers is very different. Like it's just coming from a place of feeling like, oh, I'm so untouchable, even though I know with her platform, it affects so many other people. See, that's what I think about a lot. And I know you think about that too. Like if the thing that you created generated a lot of jobs and stuff like that. Okay, you're at the top and you're almost virtually untouchable, like the way she probably feels. But she doesn't even care about how it affects like I said, the developer of the game, the voice actor. She doesn't care. It's just like I understand your voice and your opinions are equally as important as everybody else, JK. I understand that. But you're not, but it's coming from a place of, I know I'm so untouchable, I don't care about how it affects everybody else that's also connected to me and attached to this. That's the part that it just gets on my nerves, man. I just don't know what her problem is.
Interestingly, I feel like the poor studio has had to scramble because there is my understanding, obviously I haven't played it, but they have announced there's a trans character in the game.
Right.
So I feel like this poor studio is scrambling to be like, no, we're trying. We're not necessarily, like, she's allowed to say what she wants, but, like, don't let that, it puts everyone in such a bad situation. And
I saw that, I think it was in the same website, and they brought up that even that character, some people did not like the name that they gave the character. Which
I personally, again, I can't speak for the trans community.
Right.
Personally, it felt like a bit of an overreach for me.
Yeah.
Because I believe her name is Serona, and people are like, oh, so you put Sir in there?
Exactly.
Like, it's Harry Potter. Everybody just had, I think it's like there's some, like, maybe Celtic, I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong, like mythology, like mythological history to that name. It's like, well, that feels like a Harry Potter name to me. It's not like they named her, it's like Serona Ryan, but it's not like they were like, gave her like a super androgynous or male name. Or again, for me, that felt like a bit of they are trying.
Right.
Like,
it's a situation where they're,
if this whole thing sort of smells fishy to you, fine, but like,
oh yeah, I understand them for having their guard up. It's like what like because I would probably be the same way if it was a situation in the black community. Like, why'd you have to name the character Tyrone? I would probably not have my guard up too. So everything is like, no, everything.
Well, I mean, we are talking about the franchise that named like one of their very, very, very few Asian characters Cho Chang. So
yes,
not their sensitivity in naming.
Right.
So I get why we're feeling a little.
So I guess they could argue that not having the best names for some of these characters is on brand, I guess.
That's just Harry Potter.
That's just Harry Potter. It's not cool, but it's them. Mm-hmm. But the comment section, we got the navigator. I call her Navigator Nixon. She's says, as a member of, let me expand it because it's minimized. Sorry about that, Nixon. Here we go. As a member of the, where is it? There it is. Of the LGBTQ community, my only downside to the game is that choosing Ravenclaw as your house negatively affects your quest. That's she said that's her only criticism. That's the only notes. Just don't choose Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
He said, as a member of the LGBT community, I just don't like Ravenclaw. Okay, all right, Nixon, you got it. There you go.
You want to be in Ravenclaw. All right. And again, that's what it comes down to. It's like, I'm certainly not going to speak for like, oh, if you're a member of the LGBT community, you can't. Again, I think that is really just what it comes down to, of like, make your personal decision of what feels sort of ethical and right, and I'm not going to judge you either way.
Exactly. Oh, I feel the same way. Yeah. Me personally, I know she's going to be there, be a presence in it. It's her franchise. I get that, but I'm more concerned about the other people that have nothing to do with her or are against her negative views, who this negatively affects. Those people who are just trying to do their jobs and stuff. It sucks for them. Guys, let us know what you guys think about that. I know that was the main topic of this part of the rundown. So we're going to briefly talk about, because I promised the tight 30. I've already used 24 minutes of the 30-minute program to talk about the next topic real quick. So Amy, you're not 100% caught up on The Last of Us yet, right?
No. And I never played the game.
Never played the game. You're not caught up yet. And me and Nixon,
tangentially from my fiance,
right?
Sort of secondhand.
So you're getting secondhand Last of Us energy.
Yeah.
But later on, like I said earlier, that this is going to be we're only going to do the entertainment news part of the show, and then later on we're going to do the reviews, and we're going to talk about The Last of Us episode 4 and 5 after episode 5 airs tonight. Me and Nixon, but there was something that popped off after episode 4 with the actress. See, and because I didn't have my notes on the ready like I was supposed to, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna be very terrible with these names. There we go. So is it Adrienne Curry deleted her Twitter account amidst backlash over body shaming The Last of Us actress. Is it Melanie Linsky? And did you read the comment that she made? Did you see about?
Yep. Unfortunately, it was a bad day to have eyes.
Yes, it's like, what is going on this week, man?
Adrienne.
Like, and I'm pulling up what she said. Let me pull it up on the screen if I can. I'm sorry, guys.
I have it here if you need it.
My computer is lagging. I've been having some computer issues lately, and it's been lagging. So I apologize for it. There we go. I'm pulling up the site right now. So Adrienne Curry, I'm trying to find the actual tweet what she said. But
apparently, because I'm like, who is this person? First of all, she was the winner of America's Next Top Model season 1. And so highly relevant and important person.
Yeah.
In our world.
After receiving backlash for body shaming The Last of Us star Melanie.
It is 2008, so she is really relevant, and I'm glad she's here.
In a tweet that she shared in a screenshot by Linsky, Curry wrote, Her body says life of luxury, not post-apocalyptic warlord. Yes. Where is Linda Hamilton when you need her? That's what she said. So her body says life of luxury, not why do I still have JK on here? Okay. So that was so I guess body shaming her.
More bad retcon wizarding facts.
It's like what? Right. Well, like, but why? Well, why are we? Like, we're still doing that? Like, we're still body shaming people?
Well, poor Melanie Linsky, this is not the first time she's been a phenomenal actress, super great. Was in the news after, I believe, a crew member on Yellow Jackets.
I haven't seen her in Yellow Jacket. I've seen
a crew member was like trying to talk to her about, like, I bet production, like, what are you gonna do about, like, you put on some weight, like, what do you maybe you should talk to someone about getting on a diet, like. Yeah, she's like a mom. She's like, and like she kind of clapped back to this, just being like, I don't need to be muscly. I'm playing a smart character. Right.
I just don't understand this phenomenon. Like, because the same thing is also happening to the young lady who's playing Ellie on the show. Like, people are like, I don't like her face because she doesn't look like the fictional character from the video game that doesn't really exist in real life. Like, this isn't Last of Us because she doesn't 100% fit the body type of the character on the game. Like, why are we judging these people hired to do a job and are crushing these jobs? Why are we judging them on just their look alone? Like, what is going on with people lately? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And honestly, just that, I don't know if you saw this, but Adrienne Curry like deleted her Twitter account. Yeah. And she's like, oh, she's bullying me because I have this opinion on a fictional character, and I guess I can't have an opinion on this character. You don't have an opinion on your character. Right. You're not going, I think this character is poorly written. You're not saying, I don't like even the way she's performed. You're literally just going, I don't think her body is good.
Yeah, exactly. That does. What did she say? This
is not you having criticism about her character. This is specifically going, I don't like Melanie Linsky's body.
It was so ironic that because she tries to come off as like this tough, like everybody's being snowflakes kind of a person, but the second she gets blowback from what she said, she instantly goes into retreat mode, and then she doubles down on it. Everybody's attacking me and. Over because of the thing that I said. Yeah, because that's how the internet works.
I'm sorry, did you not get what you wanted? Because it feels like this is what you want.
Yeah, if 100% feels like exactly like you felt like you had to. Your opinion was so important that you had to body shame somebody on the internet, no less. And then you got just like what Amy said, you got the feedback that you, but not what you wanted, but you got the attention you deserved.
I didn't remember who you were, honey.
Yeah.
Isn't this good for you?
Congratulations, you're relevant for the wrong reasons. That you know what? There's a book, Relevant for the Wrong Reasons. That's.
Hey, you know what? Is this that different from the J.K. Rowling situation?
Right.
In that, I mean, yes, but bear with me. You are allowed to say whatever you want. It is the internet. It is Twitter. You can, badmouth someone and their body and say that you don't think they're good for the role or whatever. They're allowed to clap back, and the people who think you're wrong are allowed to say what they want.
Right. Freedom of speech. But you're not. You're free. You have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of what was it? Consequences. People's
exactly. No, you wanted this attention so bad, you had to run your mouth. There are real problems in the world, Adrian.
Yeah.
You pick any other hill to die on.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean,
I almost hate that. Like, it's an interesting topic. I almost had a moment of like, I don't even want to talk about her because that's just giving her, look, there she is. She gets her little picture up more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is exactly what she wants.
I should probably crop her out.
Yeah.
and only I should have put the character, her next to the character she plays on The Last of Us, not Adriana, Miss Linsky. I should have just had her up there. But you're right. Yeah, she got the attention that she wanted, and now she gets to play the victim after the fact. Oh my God, people can't take a little criticism. It's. I mean, just stay on Twitter, tough guy.
It's gonna go for you. Like it's not when America's Next Top Model premiered, and we all had like some real iffy perspectives on like body, and like maybe being in modeling warped your brain, honey. But like, it's 2023. I don't know what you thought being like a model going online going, she's too fat.
Yeah.
You're just gonna look like the mean girl.
Like she's not believable as a leader or something like of an apocalypse.
I'm just genuinely curious what she thought she was going to get out.
I didn't know what exactly. I don't know what she wanted. What did you think was gonna happen with this? I don't get it. I don't get it. But guys, I guess let us know what you guys think about that. And does it change how you feel about the Last of Us? Does it change how you feel about Adriana? It doesn't change anything. Did
you have any feelings on
Adriana? Exactly. Did you even know who she was?
Do you know who Adrian Curry was before 10 minutes ago?
Exactly, 100%, exactly. So, guys, share your thoughts on all that, and then we'll talk about it. It's some more later on the next half of the show, but that's the end of the rundown for the entertainment portion of the show. I'm just making up words. But thanks, Amy, for jumping back on and helping me out with the entertainment portion of the show and talking with. What can I change that? What's going on? We're not talking about that anymore. There we go. We're back on that. When people want to find you online, where can they go to reach out to you?
I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_newman. And anything I'm currently working on will be at the link in the bio. And yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. Always a pleasure.
Back on the show just to save us again, Miss Amy Newman. Always welcome, and I appreciate you, blessing us with your presence.
My pleasure.
It's like you hate it when I go on little rants like that, don't you?
Hey, don't take compliments well.
Yeah, just take the compliment. Wait, Nixon says, I remember her as being married to one of the Brady Bunch brothers, Adrian Curry. Okay.
What?
Apparently was married to a Brady Bunch brother.
Hold on. What?
That's right there on the screen. I remember her as being married to one of the Brady Bunch brothers.
Very rude.
You're Googling in real time. She's like, I've got to see.
She was married to Christopher Knight.
There you go.
Peter on the Brady Bunch.
Well, that wasn't a very Brady comment she made on Twitter.
That was not a very Brady. Alice would have a real talk with her about body shaming.
Yeah, exactly. We could like have a little conversation in the kitchen of the Brady house and talk about it with that music playing in the background. Now let's talk about what happened here. But Yeah, maybe that's
Mr.
what
and
she
Mrs.
needs.
Brady would
That's-
sit her down.
Yeah, simmer down. That's crazy. Well, guys, that's the show. I appreciate it. Like, stay tuned and come back later on after we watch The Last of Us. We're going to talk about the episode 5 and give you our thoughts, the after show of it all, and all that fun stuff. So come back later, and appreciate it, Jamie. Until next time, guys, have a good one.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here